I'm actually going to give you the floor. So there'll be just a little change here for the moment. We'll switch us around. There you go. You have the spotlight. Okay. And so
All
you're going
right.
to take us to the breath. Um, the breath work. I'll let you, go ahead.
The breath is actually very easy. It's just we're doing a mindful breath at this point. So what I was talking about, the conscious breathing, the 10 minutes a day gives you an A. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do is always inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And on the inhale, we want to eventually train ourselves to breathe less amounts of time in a minute. So the average person breathes 12 to 16 breaths in a minute. We want to reduce that to about 5 or 6. Okay, that's the goal. But for this instance, what we're going to do is inhale all the way fully in. And on the inhale,
Mhm.
at the end of the inhale, we're going to slightly down bear so that we really get what is called a pelvic breath. Okay, we're going to bypass.
Do that.
We're going to bypass the abdomen. So it's not abdominal breathing, it's pelvic breathing.
Okay.
Okay. And on the exhale, we're going to exhale all the way out. And what we're going to do is just 10 breaths like that. That's all we're going to do. And I want to invite people to feel, to be aware of how they feel now versus how they feel after the breath. Because and then we'll talk about centering. How about that?
Well, how would they feel like what should they be measuring? Because I always ask them to measure 1 to 10. Is
So
it
the
an
breath,
awareness?
the breath, mm, if you want to do five counts for the inhale and 8 to 9 counts for the exhale, that's a good number. Um, a good way to just gauge it is exhale a little bit more than what you inhale. Is this a global rule? No, but it's a good way to increase your CO2 levels, your carbon dioxide levels, allowing oxygen to actually penetrate all aspects of the body.
Okay.
Okay.
What I think I'm asking is what if I'm going to measure how I feel? How
Ah,
do
I thought you meant the breath itself. Just be aware. Just be aware. How do you feel right here, right now? Are you comfortable in the position you're in? How's the temperature in the room? Just be aware of how you feel right here, right now.
Okay.
Okay. And then I just simply want to ask you the same question. You don't have to say it out loud, but I just want you to be aware of any shifts that happen before and after the breath. That's it.
Great.
Because there's always going to be a shift.
So
It's
what I'm going
different
to
for
do,
everybody.
I'm going to be the guinea pig here, and I'm going to tell people how I feel.
There we
Okay.
go.
So one, I have a little like stress in my prefrontal lobe here. Okay. It's like it feels a little almost wonky, I'll call it. Jittery. Um, and I don't feel as centered as I could feel. I know I've had more focus before,
Mhm.
and I don't have as much focus as I'd like to have normally. Um, so I don't feel like I'm in my center. Fair enough.
Something just came to mind. If people want to gauge the before and after, repeat either out loud or in your minds. Just repeat these words. I love myself 3 times,
I love
and
my
be aware of where do you feel that in your body. That's it.
oh, right here.
Okay, perfect. All
So
right.
my stress in my right side of my brain went away.
All right. Okay.
Uh, so I mean, and so
We're
that's
gonna
a great way to stay in your center, right?
we're,
I love
we're
myself.
gonna judge.
I love myself. I love
Mhm.
myself.
We're gonna also say those that phrase 3 times after the breath. And I just want to gauge, where do you feel that I love myself? Where does it resonate within your body before and after? That'll be a good gauge.
Yeah. So I have it
Sounds
in my
good?
heart, but it released the stress in my head.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So shall we begin?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and inhale through the nose. Exhale all the way out. Inhaling through the nose. All the way down to the pelvis. Exhale through the nose.
Well, if you're like me, you exhaled in advance.
I'll do a little bit quicker. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale all the way out. Inhaling one more time. Exhaling. We have 4 more to go. Inhaling through the nose. All the way down to the pelvis. Exhale all the way out.
My right nostril's clearing up.
There you go. Good. Inhaling one more time. And exhale. We'll do 2 more.
Okay.
All right. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. This last breath, deeper, force your breath.
Okay.
Deep, deeper, force your breath on this last one. So
Okay.
inhale, fully in. And exhale all the way out.
Whoa.
All right. How you doing, Jody?
Went boom chakalaka laka 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 boom chakalaka laka laka laka.
All right. And now I want to invite everyone to say that sentence 3 times over again.
Okay.
I love myself.
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 Where do you feel it in comparison to before?
Same places.
Okay.
So if it's on the right side, that's my sensory side.
Mm-hmm.
No surprise, people.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Right.
The
And
heart,
how?
I'm feeling the heart and the right side of my brain.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. There's no right or wrong. It's just it's a matter of identifying. If you feel if you notice a shift before and after the breath, there usually always is a shift of some sort. Many times people feel like if they're in a seated position, they feel heavier. They feel like they're grounded more.
Mm-hmm.
Some people feel a little tingly sensation in the heart center just because we're telling ourselves that we love ourselves. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and the tingly thing, I want to talk about that for a minute. When you start to feel like a tingly, it's spirits there, right? The Holy Spirit.
Hmm.
So if you do this mantra, I'm going to do the mantra again. I love myself. 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 And now I'm getting this tingly, right? I do it until I get that tingly feeling. And spirit, that's when spirit's there. That's when they're showing up for you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
On a purely biochemical aspect, when we do get tingly sensations, it's because we're increasing that nitric oxide within our vascular system. So our veins, arteries, and capillaries, which by the way make up 3 times the circumference of the planet Earth. It's a very big highway we have in our body.
Yeah.
It's decreasing the inflammation, and that is what you are experiencing as the tingly sensations.
Love it.
So yeah,
So there you go.
right.